Good morning and welcome all to Power Session number 5, Storman Payment Services and Automatic Payments. My name is Dale and I help take care of the post-sale support and new customer training here in Storman, and I'll be conducting your Power Session today. In today's Power Session, we'll be covering an overview of the Storman Payment Services, automatic payments, and setting up automatic payments for your customers' agreements. I ask that you please hold your questions until the end of the Power Session, as I'll give you time to speak or type in your questions. Storman Payment Services is a consolidation of several different electronic payment methods responsible for different ways of obtaining payments from your customers, and are split into separate ways of obtaining those payments from your customers called push and pulled payments. Examples of push payments are web payments via StorePay, BPay payments in Australia only through the internet and phone banking of your customers, and ad hoc credit card payments through the Transactions tab of your customers' agreements. Examples of pulled payments are automatic direct debits from your customers' bank accounts and automatic credit card debits during daily processing. The Storman Payment Services uses a third-party payment facilitator named EasyDebit, who is the only facilitator that can do BPay, which makes receiving your customers' payments easier and more accurate, even allowing your customers to pay from their phones or internet banking. Storman Payment Services uses updated Storman components like new invoice footers to encourage your customers to use your new electronic payment methods, text messages to let your customers know if they've had a successful or failed credit card payment, and even new notice templates, which can include web payment auto login links that can even allow your customers to send, allow you to send text message to your customers, and that will allow them to log directly into their own credit card payment webpage. The main way Storman Payment Services may be of benefit to you is by the use of autopay within daily processing. Automatic payments or autopay within Storman allows you to draw fees directly off your customers' bank accounts or credit cards on a regular basis. This provides you with the benefit of being able to take bulk lots of payments for your customers' accounts in one sweep during daily processing, which increases the accuracy of the payment information, as well as removing the need for you to check a separate bank account or spend time on an EFTPOS machine receiving those payments separately. Autopay also makes the chances of your customers' accounts going into arrears much lower, as it's more of a set and forget method of payment, much like a Netflix or Spotify subscription. Autopay forms a group of actions taken by Storman during daily processing, which we'll be looking at in more detail after we set up an Autopay profile. To set up automatic payments within Storman, you'll need to be integrated with a third-party payment provider like EasyDebit. Once that's been done, you begin the process of autopay activation by opening your customs agreement and navigating to the Autopay Notices tab in Today, we'll be adding a customer's credit card to be debited automatically during daily processing. First, we need to use the Enable Autopay tick box at the top of the window, located here. As you can see, Storman has already filled in the payment amount from the regular rental fees of the agreement. Otherwise, you can enter your own regular deduction amount. Next, we need to direct Storman to use the correct payment method from the drop-down here. We'll be selecting credit card for this example. Now I'll be adding a credit card into the system by pressing the Add button under the credit card heading down here. Today, I'll just be using a test credit card, which is not live. You can see that the credit card details have been uploaded to the payment provider, and Storman has masked all but the last 4 numbers of the credit card for security purposes. I'm also going to activate the payment outcome notifications for this customer too by selecting the tick box down here. The payment notifications use special hard-coded notice plans to know what content to send out to your customers on a successful or failed payment. You can also see some date fields up above here, which allow the payment method selection activation for your auto pay here. Normally, Storman will pre-fill this date to the current date, but it does not harm to have it as a previous date as well. On this side, this is the date field that will disable the auto pay profile for this customer and can be used to deactivate the auto pay during daily processing at a date in the future. Now that we've activated the auto pay profile and uploaded the credit card details, we can save the agreement here. The next step is within daily processing. If you have the auto payment set up for your customers, the first thing daily processing will be doing is requesting payment statuses from your payment provider and settling any unconfirmed payments. AutoPay will be activated during the invoicing run and will quickly process the bank account and credit card transactions by requesting the bank account payments first and the credit card transactions second. During the AutoPay run, if Storman detects that the customer's current balance is different to the authorized amount we entered earlier, Storman will prompt you to either process the full balance or the authorized amount, after which it will automatically add a payment receipt into your customer's transaction. After the credit cards are processed, Storman will print another report to indicate which credit card transactions have been approved, declined, or retried in that credit card run. And finally, after the auto pay has been completed, daily processing will continue as usual through its other processes. That concludes the overviews of Storman Payment Services, the auto pay setup, and auto pay processes during daily processing. Any questions submitted by anyone? So the next power session will be covering various topics, including setting up and using insurance rates, how to set up the staff and tradie pins, and also modifying and using your user permissions. Oh,